she loves you. But suddenly, she's quiet. Not mad, not upset, just distant. One day, she's all in, texting fast, laughing at your jokes, giving you that look like you're everything. Then, out of nowhere, she pulls back. Short replies, no replies, cold energy, and your mind starts spinning. Did something go wrong? Or is this how she really feels? The truth is, some girls ignore the guy they care about most. It's not always a game, but it is a move. If you miss the signs, you'll fall for it, and maybe even lose her. In this video, we're breaking down the signs, starting from the smallest hint to the biggest clue that she's testing your emotions without saying a word. Each one builds on the last, and the final one. That's the one you can't afford to miss. So pay close attention, because this might be the wake-up call you didn't know you needed. If you're into real talk with no sugarcoating, hit that like, smash the subscribe, and share this with someone who's stuck on read. Let's break this down. The first sign is where it all begins. Number 10. The sudden silence move. At first, everything feels perfect. She laughs at your jokes, sends you good morning texts, reacts to your stories, and seems genuinely excited to talk to you. The energy is there. You feel seen. You feel wanted. Then out of nowhere, nothing. She goes quiet. No good night texts. No replies to your messages. Calls get ignored, and your brain starts to panic. What did you do wrong? Did you say something weird? Was she just pretending before? This move is quiet, but powerful. It's her way of pulling back to see what you'll do. She wants to know if you'll chase, if you'll care enough to notice her silence and act on it. But here's the twist. This isn't always about playing games. Sometimes it's her defense mechanism. If she's catching feelings, she might suddenly step back to protect herself. Love can be scary, especially if she's been hurt before. This move can also come from overthinking. She might be testing your response to see if you're really into her, or just passing time. But the danger? If you chase too hard, you look needy. If you don't chase at all, she thinks you don't care. What's the balance? Stay calm. Don't flood her phone. Give her a little space, but make it clear you've noticed the change. A simple, "You've been quiet lately. Everything okay?" shows awareness without pressure. If she cares, she'll respond. If she's playing, she'll keep pulling back to test you. This move is the soft opener. It's the first shift, and it usually leads into the next, stronger signs. Number 9. The ghost flirt test. This one feels like mental whiplash. 1 minute, she's flirting hard. Big compliments, deep eye contact, playful teasing. It's like she's making it obvious that she's into you. She builds the vibe, warms you up, and gets you thinking something real is happening. And then, just when you lean in, she disappears. She might ignore your texts for hours or even days. You'll scroll up and reread the flirty things she said, trying to figure out what changed. Did you miss a signal? Was she just joking? The ghost flirt test is her way of checking 2 things. 1. How fast do you fall? 2. How do you react when she pulls away? If you start chasing hard, texting her over and over, she knows you're hooked. That gives her power. But if you stay cool and wait it out, you show control. You don't lose yourself over a little attention. Some girls do this without even realizing it. They flirt when they're bored or curious, then ghost to test the emotional impact. It gives them a sense of control, especially if they've been ignored by other guys in the past. This isn't about punishment. It's about pressure. If you break under it, she might pull away even more. But if you stay solid, she might slowly come back, this time with more respect. Don't fall for the rush of energy she gives, then panic when it's gone. If she really cares, she'll come back stronger. If not, you dodged a bullet. Number 8. The seen but not replied trick. This one hurts more than it should. You send a message. Something simple, something kind. Maybe you're just checking in. She reads it. You see that seen check mark or the read timestamp, but no reply. Not minutes later, not hours later, sometimes not even days. And she's online. She's posting stories, liking posts, commenting on things, active everywhere, except with you. That's when the mind games start. This trick is powerful because it's not loud. She doesn't say anything mean. She doesn't block you or argue. She just leaves you hanging. And the silence speaks louder than words. Why does she do this? Because silence creates tension. It makes you overthink. She knows you'll notice. She knows you'll wonder. And she wants to see how you respond. Some girls do this when they're unsure how they feel. They might need space, or they might be comparing your vibe to someone else's. Others use it as a quiet test to see if you'll chase them harder, or if you'll give up when things don't go your way. The trick here is not to panic. One ignored message doesn't mean you're out. But if it becomes a pattern, you need to ask yourself, are you being respected, or are you being kept around as an option? Don't beg for attention. Don't double text every few hours hoping she'll reply. Just give it space. If she's truly into you, she'll notice your calm silence, and that will say more than any message ever could. Number 7. The cold crush act. This one's confusing because it hits after you've already felt the warmth. She was into you. You could tell. Smiling, talking often, maybe even dropping hints. You thought things were going somewhere. Then out of nowhere, she turns cold. Not rude, just blank. No energy, no emotion. Her tone changes. Her replies get short. It feels like you're talking to a stranger. And the worst part? She still keeps you around. This shift isn't random. It's a move to reset the vibe. When a girl starts catching feelings, she might get scared that she's losing control. So, she flips the switch. Instead of showing you affection, she pulls back and puts up a wall. It's like she's reminding both herself and you not to get too close, too fast. Sometimes it's a defense against getting hurt. Other times it's a way to test if your interest is real or just surface level. If she goes cold and you disappear, she'll take that as a sign you weren't really in it. But if you stay calm and consistent, you pass the test. The key is not to react emotionally. Don't chase her asking what's wrong or begging for her attention. Instead, keep the same energy you had before. If she pulls back, don't rush to fill the silence. Let her come to you. If her feelings were real, the cold act won't last long. Number 6. The mixed message magnet. This sign is one of the most mentally draining. She tells you she likes you, but then acts distant. She opens up to you, but avoids making plans. She sends a flirty message, then ghosts your reply. It's like a roller coaster, and you can't figure out if she's serious or just stringing you along. One moment, you feel chosen. The next, you feel confused. Mixed messages usually mean one of two things. Either she's emotionally unsure, or she's keeping her options open. In both cases, you're stuck in the middle. She's trying to figure out her own feelings while using your attention to stay emotionally safe. The reason this tactic works is because it keeps you guessing. When you're not sure where you stand, you stay longer. You hope that the next message will bring clarity. You hold on to the good moments and ignore the bad ones. But this kind of energy drains your confidence. It makes you question yourself. The more you try to solve her, the more power she holds. The truth is, when someone truly wants you, you won't be confused. Mixed signals aren't romantic. They're stressful. And in the long run, they leave you emotionally burnt out. If you're getting more questions than answers from her, take a step back. Let her figure herself out without dragging you through it. Number 5. The mood swing signal. One day she's sweet, kind, full of compliments. The next, she's cold, dry, maybe even snappy. Then back again, almost like nothing happened. This kind of emotional shift isn't random. It's not always a sign of immaturity either. Sometimes it's a calculated move to test your emotional patience. She wants to see if you'll stick around when her energy isn't perfect. Mood swings in the talking or early dating stage are tricky. They might be real feelings, stress, fear, overthinking, but when they happen often and without explanation, they can become a pattern. A girl who's into you but unsure about her own emotions might use mood shifts to test your loyalty. She wants to know, will you still be kind when she's off? Will you react with anger? Or will you try to understand her? The danger is, when you start blaming yourself, you begin thinking you did something wrong every time her mood changes. And that's where the trap begins. She gets to control the vibe while you stay stuck walking on eggshells. You shouldn't be her emotional punching bag. You can be patient, yes, but not at the cost of your own peace. If her mood swings are constant and she doesn't communicate why, that's a warning sign. The right girl won't make you earn her calm energy every single day. She'll bring it naturally, especially if her feelings for you are real. Number 4. The push-pull game. She gives you attention, then pulls it back. One week, she's into you, starts conversations, wants to hang out. Then suddenly, she's distant, cold, maybe even ignoring you. Then just as fast, she's back again. This back and forth messes with your emotions. You start chasing the good version of her. That's exactly what she's watching. Will you still try when she stops trying? Will you wait for her every time she walks away? This game is about control. It's her way of keeping you hooked. If she always gives you attention, she might lose the upper hand. But if she gives you a taste, then disappears. She keeps you chasing. You feel stuck, close, but not close enough. Be careful. Love isn't supposed to feel like a test. Number 3. The I'm busy bluff. Everyone's busy, but not too busy for someone they care about. If she keeps saying, "I've been busy," every time you reach out, but still finds time to scroll, post, hang out with others, or chat with people online, you're not a priority. The bluff isn't just the excuse. It's the pattern. She uses it to keep you around without investing in you. This move gives her space while keeping your interest alive. It's a soft rejection in disguise. If she wanted to talk, she would. People make time for who they care about. If she never does, she's using busy as a wall. Watch what she does, not what she says. Number 2. The no reason distance. Sudden distance. No fight. No drama. She just stops reaching out. Stops opening up. Stops showing interest. You feel it in your gut. Something's changed. She doesn't explain it. She acts like nothing's wrong. But you know, this is one of the hardest signs to handle. Because it's silent. No answers. No closure. Just cold space. This kind of distance isn't about being shy. It's either emotional confusion or emotional games. She might be testing how much you'll chase, or she might already be pulling away emotionally while keeping you around just in case. Either way, don't ignore it. Speak up once. If nothing changes, step back 2. Number 1. The reverse attention trap. This is the strongest, most confusing sign. She starts ignoring you on purpose after giving you real attention. She watches to see how you react. You get hooked on her past behavior, the laughs, the warmth, the compliments. Now that she's cold, you try harder. You want to bring her old self back. That's the trap. She's flipped the script. Now you're the one chasing, thinking you did something wrong. But in truth, this move is designed to shift the power. The more you chase, the more distant she becomes. She wants to see how far you'll go, not to hurt you, but to feed her own sense of control. The only way to pass this test? Stop chasing. Don't react emotionally. If she truly cared, the old energy will return. If not, then her attention was never real. It was bait. She might act like she doesn't care, but every move says something. Miss the signs, and you'll lose the game before it starts. Pay attention, because the real ones don't always show love the easy way. Hit like, share it with someone who needs this, and don't forget to subscribe for more real talk.